As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
Need a lift? Get back on your feet with a lift chair from Delano's Furniture. Recline, lay flat, massage, lift. Delano's has a huge selection from top name brands and will even give it a lift home with immediate delivery. Delano's Furniture.
Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Beldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Beldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Beldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Beldina's Pharmacy in Masontown.
I like to think when customers turn on their internet or the TV, it just works. We're all of the stuff that happens behind the TV and behind the modem that make it work. Sean Brushett, Vice President of Technical Operations.
People work from home, people work all hours, and so the network must stay up. I am Chris Bubach, managing the Network Operations Center. We observe the network as a whole. A lot of people go into providing the service, and a lot of technology and concepts go into providing that service.
I think as an enterprise, we would pride ourselves on being large enough to bring scale to bear on things like innovation, product roadmap. At the same time, we're small enough and agile enough we can make decisions quickly and respond to customers' needs, product use cases, and impacts to our network.
In order to keep things rolling, there's a lot more interconnectedness happening between networks. There used to be like little kingdoms of networks. Now it's much more of a nation of networks to operate together in order to make everything work.
Every customer situation is as unique as how they engage with our products. We're ultimately going to be the catalyst for the entire customer experience. And so it always comes back to people. All of these folks, everything they do connects to a customer experience. And so as I go from region to region, whether it's in Graysonville, Maryland, or Miramar in Florida, I see teams, they've got each other's backs in the middle of an emergency.
People who are hungry to learn and to work in an active, breathing network, building for stability, reliability, growth.
The future is powered behind the internet and the Internet of Things. For us to be on the forefront of that and to lead that change is really exciting.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the castle as we are getting set for Preston night varsity basketball action. And we'll go to the floor for our national anthem and the introduction of players coming up next. Ready to meet Phillip Barbour Colts.
All right, let's meet the starters for the visiting team. At forward, a sophomore, number 34, Tabitha Jeffries. At guard, a sophomore, number 11, Olivia Wilmuth. At guard, a freshman, number 30, Ansley Boyer. At guard, a sophomore, number 10, Finley Carpenter. And at center, a sophomore, number 5, Izzy Knotts.
2024-25 season. And we'll get the lights back have had at home, and they'd like to turn that around here late in the season. Phillip Barbour, similar, and they are a team of runs and a team that's very aggressive. They will press the ball. You see it right there, guarding close from the outset. Bella Miller, she's hot to start it off with a tray, and the Lady Knights have their first score of the evening and the first score of the game. Coming with just over 7.5 minutes to go here. That portends all kinds of good things for the Knights. A little bit about these Phillip Barbour Colts as we go along to Preston. Got that ball ahead to Miller. That one high off the heel, nearly good on the transition. And now a steal. Preston's Camden Matheny. And she'll go up and under with that one. Protected the ball well, and the Knights have 5 now. 6:56 on the turning first quarter clock. We're glad you tuned in here to watch Preston Knight Varsity basketball. Getting to be a little bit of a snowy evening again on the mountaintop. I'm glad Phillip Barbour could make it up. Now, for the Colts, Izzy Knotts is the player that the offense will run through. She's averaging over 16.5 points a game at 16.7, shooting about 56%, and you'll see her work the ball hard. Number 5 is Knotts. She's backed up by a couple of other good players, talented young players on this squad. Knotts, a sophomore. Finley Carpenter, number 10, a sophomore. She's putting in about 8 points per game. And Tatum Jeffries, another sophomore, also averaging 8 points per game or just under, hitting about 45% of their shots in backup roles to Knotts. But a trio of very talented youngsters will key the offense. And again, they'll be very, very aggressive defensive. 3-ball off the iron there, and Preston fights for the rebound. A steal and then a tie-up as you see Knotts go right to the ball. Possession arrow will favor Preston, and Preston's Ava Bishop will set to throw it in and face full court pressure. And Bishop will step to the side. The foul on the floor, and that was on Knotts, her first personal. And a 5-2 score, and the Knights trying to work that ball down low. Miller with a nice lob. Ball up twice, and now back out it comes from Nazelrod as she gets the second of her rebounds on that trip down. Tipped out in front of the crowd there. Remain in possession. Long three-pointer, nothing but net for Finley Carpenter. Carpenter with 2 there, makes it a 5-5 score. With a tray there, makes it a 5-5 score. And on a takeaway, Phillip Barbour able to add 2 bonus points to it. Before Bella Miller comes down the other way, gets a layup in close. Working the baseline down there, and the Knights, I'm not sure, want to play a fast up and down transition game with the Colts, but we'll see how this transpires. As long as they can score, Preston is good here at this tempo. But they're going to have to control things and get to the line. Ball up, bounces off. Nazelrod had it. Should be a tie-up in there. And that is finally called on the floor. A little tussling over the ball there for a while before the officials looked at each other and called a tie-up. Possession arrow to the Colts, and they come right in under the glass soft, across the rim, won't drop, but again, Finley Carpenter there with a big rebound, and they'll elect to bring it back outside, work it in again, and Izzy Knotts from the right side puts it up one-handed, draws the foul. And that's a shooting foul, so Knotts will get to the line for the first time this season. Give the foul to Kendra Naselrod. Preston stalwart Naselrod is her first personal feed. 3:52 on the stop clock, and the Colts have a 2-point lead. Knotts, not the person you want to foul. Shooting free throws currently at about a 56% clip, but she looked better than that right there. Overthrown pass. Miller couldn't quite get up high enough to reel that one in. And so out on the near side, and the Colts go back to work for more. They won't be shy. Preston with a good trap along the baseline. Ball back to Knotts once again, and she's just going to pound that ball in, try to go to the glass with it, and dare the Knights to defend. Kendra Naselrod picks up her second personal. And that will be of some concern to Coach Brian Miller. Going to have a change in tactics and a change of personnel right now. So Naselrod with 2 will check out, and Cameron Seipel will come in relief in her place. All right, Knotts with a miss there. 9-7, Preston trailing by 2. Knotts with a takeaway, a basket, and a bonus shot coming. And you can see how, when they've been successful on the road, the Colts have done it, and it's spelled aggression. In and out, so no harm on the bonus shot for Knotts. Preston got to get a handle on the ball here. Miller just off the mark with that tray from deep. And one and done, the Colts come back. Carpenter took a long look at a 3 there before cycling that ball around into play in the half court. And with a tie up on the floor, Ava Bishop will step back and inbound. Again, facing some pressure. Knights do a good job getting that ball into Miller. Now a long cross-court pass. And we get a travel, a high dribble. High dribble called. Preston settling in here now, trailing 11-7. 2:46 on a turning first quarter clock on a cold evening here on the mountaintop in Kingwood. Squaring up, stepping into that shot was Carpenter, and unable to get it with a second chance basket. And the Colts with a takeaway try to extend that lead more. Oh, good rebound in traffic right there. Ainsley Bowyer. Ainsley knew where to be to grab that ball, put it up and in for the Colts' 15th point, now trailing by 8 at 15-7. Brian Miller wants a timeout to talk things over with the Lady Knights. So timeout in the action, and as we take that timeout, we'll thank Prodigy, one of our major sponsors, locally. technology company with a great fiber-to-the-home connection. That's Prodigy. Check them out today. And the folks at Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health Network now, and bigger and better than ever, giving you the health care you and your family need. And Shop and Save, 3 stores in Preston County with one great idea. And that's great savings, great specials, unique items you might not find elsewhere, and great friendly faces and people there to help you get the thing done. We thank those sponsors and all the rest of our sponsors for making it possible for you to tune in here on TV and see the Knights, wherever you may be. High shot, bounce off, and the Colts battle for it on the baseline. Come away with it. And again, that ball runs through Knots. She dishes it off. A missed shot, the Knights, with another opportunity here with a minute 43 as they come over the timeline. Miller on the dribble. She'll give it up. Bishop drives, wants to shoot, puts it up, blocked, partially blocked. Colts doing a nice job in transition. Here's Bolyard again. Hit a long 3 earlier. Ainsley Bolyard off the mark for that one. But got a good look once again. Good ball rotation by Colts. Well away from the ball, trying to set something up here. Drive and a loose ball on the floor, got away from Allie Sheets. And the Colts in transition once again. There goes Izzy Knots. She's got 2 more. Preston, able to answer, top of the key. The official's going to say a foot on the line there makes that a 2. Looked like a 3, but maybe not. 17-9. And Phillip Barbour Colts looking to end this first quarter with a good look if they can get it outside. If not, they'll go inside. Battle for the ball. And a tie-up after 2 attempts in close. Have the favor of the possession arrow here. They go straight to Carpenter, and that's a very rare miss for her. 2.3. Knights got to go quick here. Don't want to turn it over in close. And they're going to allow time to expire here in this first quarter, so we come to the end of 1. 8 minutes in the book, and the Knights trail 17-9 to these, I started to say upstart Colts from Phillip Barbour, but they are anything but that. Doing a good job running the floor, great job aggressively defending, and the Knights are left to struggle a little bit here. Got to adjust, make some changes, turn it around. Got off to a good offensive start shooting the ball, stayed even out to 7, but then the Colts just really got into the transition speed that they wanted and have done a good job since then. Once again, we'll thank Prodigy. Hometown sponsors that make it possible for you to watch these games. Retake the floor. And as they do so, Preston will have the ball to start second quarter action here. And closer before the half. Bishop on the dribble here. Goes left and then reverses back. Out to Miller. Miller out high above the circle. In traffic. And they get the ball to Cameron Seipold. Seipold from the left side will score it. 7.5 to go in the first half. And an air ball gives the Knights possession once again. Miller pulled it down. Bishop advances it upper half court. Knights looking for a three. That one rings out. Seipold with a turn to the basket, double team, and foul. So as she put the shot up, the hammer dropped from number 22, Stephanie Barker. She stopped the ball. And I believe Ms. Barker's the lone senior on this squad. Preston's first trip to the free throw line. Sees Seipold good with her first shot. Second one on the way, and that's good as well. So the Knights pick up 2 as we wind toward the end of the first minute of the second quarter play. Preston gets another turnover. Trailing now 17-13, and a nice dish inside the Seipold results in 2 more. So just that quick, the Knights have adjusted. They strike back and they pull it within a single basket of the Phillip Barbour Colts, 17-15. Miss there. Off and running with the ball is Matheny. And in traffic, Matheny tried to put that one up, and she'll draw the foul. So Camden Matheny gets to the line. And the foul is on Phillip Barbour's Finley Carpenter. That would be her first foul. Team foul number 2 here in the quarter. Second shot on its way, going to rim out, contested, and Seipold knocks it out of bounds, I believe. Here come the Colts, 17-16, the slimmest of leads here. Preston trying to put a little pressure on the ball defensively. And that'll draw a whistle. And that'll be the second foul for Ava Bishop, and that can be key. Off the mark for Ainsley Bowyer. She'll have one more coming. She can get it back to a 2-point advantage here. And she does so. Preston with the inbound to Matheny, and she works quickly out to midcourt and through a pass that had no chance. Nobody was looking. One and done. Preston coming down quickly with the ball. And now the Knights, Allie Sheets, will step back and inbound that ball. On the floor, they say, fouled by Ashley Poling as she advanced to the basket. Sheets walked out to the line. She thought, hey, I was shooting. The whistle came just a little. Matheny brings it back out front. Preston right now has changed their tempo a little bit. I believe that is a good thing for them to have done. And Phillip Barbour to get a steal here. And going down to score it again is Izzy Knotts. She got the steal, she got the basket, she drew the foul. So coast to coast with Izzy that time. And she'll toe the line here at the 28 mark of the first half. Looking to extend this 4-point lead out to 5. Miss, the Knights with the ball. As Matheny comes back to give a little help. She'll advance it, dribble down, up with the right hand, and foul. That would be the second personal on Izzy Knotts. Shooting well from the line here. Let's see. Colts will make an adjustment here. Looking for a miss and a rebound if they can get one. Matheny can get the Knights to within 2. That one rattles around, comes off. Battle for the ball underneath. Miller. Shot won't drop. Colts are off and running. Long look at that one. And a good looking shot put up by Ainsley Bolyard. That's her second tray as we look at it on replay. She's got 6 from deep here tonight. And has had a couple other good looks. Knights are going to have to find a way to keep someone with a hand in her face as this game goes on. 23-17 by virtue of that shot by Bolyard. 4:24 remaining in the first half. And now, stepping back for another try is number 10, Finley Carpenter. A little shooting competition between 2 of the Colts players here. Down the lane, up, off the rim, gathered in. Get a look here quickly, up off the miss. The putback, up and good. And as we go back to action, ball out over the end line, last touch by one of the Knights. 3:42 on the clock, 26-19 the score. Preston looking to get a stop here. Don't want to give up anything easy. Running one-hander there by Wilmoth. That doesn't drop, and Preston will have it on the foul by number 34, Tatum Jeffries. Knights are in the bonus. So we'll walk down to the other end. And it will be Saipo who will shoot. Second shot up for Cameron, and good. Colts in traffic. Got it to Knotts. And Phillip Barbour fans in attendance not very happy with the non-ball. Knotts will try it again. This time she lays it up and puts it in. Izzy Knox. 2 more points, and it's 28-24. Knights, 3 minutes to work here. Miller tries to cut it. Oh, nice running rebound there, cutting into the lane with Sheets. Couldn't get the putback to go. And the Colts come down the other way quickly to Finley Carpenter, and she scores. Miller guarded closely. Got that ball to Nazelrod. Now she'll take it back, circle 5, beyond the 3-point line here. Guarded closely again. She'll go to Nazelrod, who gets blocked on the attempted shot, and Carpenter on the other end is going to score it. You'll see the block here. Quick pass in transition, and Miller gives the foul, but wasn't able to stop the ball. Timeout in the action. Timeout with the score 32-21 as Phillip Barbour has gone on a little bit of a tear here. And as they have done so, we'll take a break. We'll thank again our hometown technology team at Prodigy, bringing fiber to your home. You can ride the light with all the bandwidth you need for work, for entertainment, for school, whatever you need to do. Prodigy has fiber to the home to make it happen. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, right here in Kingwood, part of the Vandalia Health Network, means you don't have to leave town to get the high-tech, dedicated health care you and your family need and deserve. Mon Health, Preston Memorial. And Shop and Save. 3 stores and 1 great idea, and that's value for you and your family. Unique items, friendly faces, special deals every day. Knights break the huddle here with 2:10 remaining. Now they made some adjustments coming out of the break between quarters. We'll see if they can do so again and try to reel this in a little bit. But first, we'll have Finley Carpenter at the line for a bonus shot. She'll miss that. Nazelrod with the rebound. Preston facing pressure. Ball intended to get into the post there, got slapped away. Miller got it into Nazelrod, shot up off the iron. Preston back quickly, trying to put a trap on the ball here. Now inside, protecting the ball well. And the Colts get that little lob, and there's the turn. And Bishop with a big block as we come back to action. Knox spinning, lifts that one up, partially blocked, and they'll get it around to the other side. And right now, the Phillip Barbour Colts are just making hay with this pressure defense on the ball. Blocking it down, getting it ahead, going quickly in close, and the Knights are frustrated. And they take their frustration out with a transition basket there. Basket by Saipo makes it a 38-23 score, but just how quickly Phillip Barbour was able to pile up points here. Knots over the rim. gathered up by Saipaw. Bishop ahead with the ball. And it's slapped away. She goes to the floor. No foul, but possession. Preston on the out of bounds. 9.8 seconds. Knights would like to get a little more offense here. Miller from downtown. Just maybe a step too far, but a nice putback. As the buzzer sounds, the Colts unable to do anything with it. Off-balance shot put up by Allie Sheets. And Preston goes to the locker room. Talk things over. Trailing 38-25. And the Colts got to be pretty happy with the early outcome here in Kingwood. We're going to take a break for these messages from the sponsors that bring you Preston Knight Varsity Basketball. And we'll be back with more from the Castle after this.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
Need a lift? Get back on your feet with a lift chair from Delano's Furniture. Recline, lay flat, massage, lift. Delano's has a huge selection from top name brands and will even give it a lift home with immediate delivery. Delano's Furniture.
Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Baldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Baldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Baldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Baldina's Pharmacy in Masontown.
I like to think when customers turn on their internet or the TV, it just works. We're all of the stuff that happens behind the TV and behind the modem that make it work. Sean Brushett, Vice President of Technical Operations.
People work from home, people work all hours, and so the network must stay up. I am Chris Bubach, managing the Network Operations Center. We observe the network as a whole. A lot of people go into providing the service, and a lot of technology and concepts go into providing that service.
I think as an enterprise, we would pride ourselves on being large enough to bring scale to bear on things like innovation, product roadmap. At the same time, we're small enough and agile enough we can make decisions quickly and respond to customers' needs, product use cases, and impacts to our network.
In order to keep things rolling, there's a lot more interconnectedness happening between networks. There used to be like little kingdoms of networks. Now it's much more of a nation of networks to operate together in order to make everything work.
Every customer situation is as unique as how they engage with our products. We're ultimately going to be the catalyst for the entire customer experience. And so it always comes back to people. All of these folks, everything they do connects to a customer experience. And so as I go from region to region, whether it's in Graysonville, Maryland, or Miramar in Florida, I see teams, they've got each other's backs in the middle of an emergency.
People who are hungry to learn and to work in an active, breathing network, building for stability, reliability, growth.
The future is powered behind the internet and the Internet of Things. For us to be on the forefront of that and to lead that change is really exciting.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. the smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
Need a lift? Get back on your feet with a lift chair from Delano's Furniture. Recline, lay flat, massage, lift. Delano's has a huge selection from top name brands and will even give it a lift home with immediate delivery. Delano's Furniture.
Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Baldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Baldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Baldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Baldina's Pharmacy in Masontown.
I like to think when customers turn on their internet or the TV, it just works. We're all of the stuff that happens behind the TV and behind the modem that make it. Sean Brushett, Vice President of Technical.
Back in the castle where the Preston Knights have certainly some work to do here in this second half. Trailing 38-25 and close game for much of the first half. A couple of runs by the Phillip Barbour Colts, though, and the young ladies from Philippi. And it is a young squad, mostly made up of sophomores, and they are putting on a show here tonight. Great aggressive defense, and you can see what has led to their success here thus far on the season. They'll look to go right back to doing the same thing that they did in that first half of play. And that is pound that ball inside whenever they can. Preston Matheny with the ball. She'll give it back outside. Knights will look here at the 7:30 mark to get into the paint and get the ball up on the rim, and that they are able to do. Preston early leaned on some good perimeter shooting from Isabel Miller and some good inside play from Kimber Nazelrod, and when she got in a little bit of foul trouble with a couple, backed up by Cameron Seipel, who stepped into the fray. But going here now, Bishop handling the ball, will kick it out, and Miller, a close miss, and the Knights scrapping and fighting for the ball down there was Allie Sheets. Sheets is surprised that wasn't called as a tie-up because the possession area favored the Knights, but Matheny goes hard to the floor there, and again, no call on one end, but we'll get a call on the other as the Knights, in frustration, will give their first foul of the third period, and that'll be Allie Sheets picking up her second personal of the night. And Phillip Barbour's Colts under the offensive glass here, looking to get it in, and had to work to get that done. Preston putting up a good defensive front there. Forced him to take some time. Bishop turns, gives it to Nazelrod. Shot up and good as she stepped through, and the bonus point is coming. Nazelrod will be up and good with that shot. give that foul to Tatum Jeffries, and that will be her second. Phillip Barbour. And Knotts comes down, unable to get that ball over the edge of the rim. Comes back down. Knights fight for a rebound in the paint and get that ball ahead. .38-32 now as the Knights have become resurgent. And a timeout will come in the action here with 6:03 remaining. Now we have not seen the men's team for a little bit owing to weather outages. Lady Knights have got 3 games here in the friendly confines of the castle. And the gentlemen will get back on TV Saturday when they host John Marshall in an afternoon dust-up. A 4:30 varsity tip-off, but the JV will play at about 3 p.m. And we invite everybody in the area to come out and cheer the Knights on as they look for a home victory. Knotts puts an end to the scoring drought for the brief scoring drought for the Phillip Barbour Colts. Scores their 40th point, and it's an 8-point advantage as Preston goes to work here. Matheny to Miller. Miller just again off the mark. She's had several that were just so close they could win either way. Shot up and good that time for Ainsley Bolyard, and Ainsley has become the big gun here for Phillip Barbour from the perimeter. So they've got a good ball handler in Knotts and a good perimeter shooter in Bolyard. Preston trying to contend with both of them. Knotts guarded closely, got that ball out of there. And they'll get a second look. And a second look for Bolyard. Off the miss, that ball tipped out, steps back behind the perimeter and drops it in. Wow. Findlay Carpenter. Knights are going to take a moment. Going to talk things over here. So we peek into the huddle. And for Preston, it's been up and down this season. When they're good, they can be very, very good. When they struggle, it's mostly been at home. And it's a little perplexing for Coach Miller and the ladies, as normally they're a pretty good home team. They defend the castle well. Miller takes it from Bishop and gives it right back. Now, the Colts have come a little bit out of their press and aggressive tactics full. They're going to guard that ball close inside, knock it away from Bishop on the dribble drive there. And Knights will still possess it, but they're going to have to get a clean inbound and work to get a shot. Miller up top. Work that ball down to Saipo. Saipo will be fouled by Tatum Jeffries. Now Jeffries with her third person. That's a little bit of a concern. floor and a travel. Extra step by Jeffrey, says the official. Saving grace for Preston here is they'll get another opportunity. They try to get that ball in close. Seipold in a battle there on the receiving end of the pass. Foul on the floor. Or a tie-up. Officials are calling that a tie-up. Bishop from deep. It rattles around, won't go, and Seipold. She'll draw a foul this time. No tie up there. So Cameron Seipold, the senior, taking on the sophomore, Tatum Jeffries, and schooling her a little bit about presence on the floor. And she'll make the first. Not that Tatum Jeffries is a bad player, not by any means. She's a good player, and she's going to be a great player for the Colts. But she's learning a little bit here tonight about guarding someone as talented with footwork as Seipold is. Ball loose momentarily there. And off the miss, the Knights gather it in. Allie Sheets on the run. Delivers that ball deep in the corner to Miller. Now back out. They'll come to Seipold and across. Intended for Sheets, and that pass a little hot. Got away in the far corner there. Colts waste no time getting it to Knotts over half court, and a nice dribble drive straight to the basket. Little strong off the back of the iron, and she's been a little bit less effective scoring on that end of the floor. Not much. Miller looked at a three, couldn't get it to drop. Seipold along the baseline. Shot put up by Naselrod from the circle, and Preston gets a steal. A steal and a whistle as Allie Sheets came away with the ball right in front of the scorer's table. Foul will be on Ashley Coleman. So she picks up her second personal. Colts getting into a little bit of foul trouble, not much. And they're setting on a 46-33 lead with 3:10 remaining in the third. So for Phillip Barbour, things are going pretty well right now. But as I say that, Knotts commits to her third person. And I believe this is a very different team without Izzy Knotts on the floor. She is the driving force in their offense, and a lot of their defense runs through her. Definitely a team leader. And just a sophomore, as we said earlier. All right, Preston with their 34th point. Got to work now defensively. Try and get a hand up in front of every shot. Knotts, little hesitation, nice drive. Lays it up over the rim. Reached back to lay that one up. Right down the lane and almost too far under, but not quite. Miller, stop, pop that up. Knights are going to turn it over with a travel. Mental mistake there. She tried to get position to make the shot. Shuffled the feet. Here's an air ball that's going to go out and long to Preston. In spite of the attempted save down there. Bishop will get it into Sheets, and Sheets brings it over midcourt. On the run. Oh, Tried to get it back to Bishop, and she wasn't quite ready. Didn't expect that. Thought she was going to watch her teammate fly in there for a layup. And facing the defender, Sheets dumped it off. Now Colts turn it over. Bishop on the drive now, and she's going all the way down. Puts it up. A miss. Another miss. And a foul from behind as Saipo tried to get the second and third chance shots. So Saipo will go to the line with 1:53 remaining in the third period. 48-34, and she makes it 35 for Preston. Give that foul to number 22, Stephanie Parker, the lone senior on the roster that we have here. Phillip Barbour. Second shot on its way. Rims out. And the Colts are going to dump it back, look at a three, and pick up a rebound here. Down the lane, up with the shot. Bolliard can't score it. But Ainsley's going to get to the line right here. And that'll be the third foul for Ava Bishop. Grabs it, gets that ball out of there, and Preston facing a 14-point deficit now with 1:21 remaining in the third period. Going to have to crank up the offense here. And Saipo's going to get to the line on that one. And I believe that foul was on Olivia Wilman, so she commits her first. Saipo knocks the first one right in. Points with the clock stopped going to be crucial for Preston here. Off and running. Knots all the way. And she's just struggled a little bit at that end of the floor tonight with the layups. The foul will be on Miller. That will be Bella Miller's second personal. Team foul number 3. Knight's already in the bonus. And we'll get an opportunity here with a rebound to come down. Off the miss. And, just out of reach. Colts hustled back defensively, but the Knights did them a favor. Turned that ball over. Off the mark once again. Here comes Matheny with the ball. Camden Matheny gets the entry pass down to Saipold, and Saipold scores it. Nice look here in traffic. Matheny spinning, dishing that ball down, getting the assist. Preston picks up 2 and has 38. Colts turn it over again. It's a big takeaway here. And Matheny will cruise in for the transition basket. for the buzzer. You saw the takeaway there, past midcourt, and she just glides to the basket, puts it up and in. So Matheny with that one gives the Knights a little more hope here as we take a look at the Knights huddle. And we thank once again our major sponsors this evening. Prodigy, the hometown technology company with fiber to the home. Ride the light with Prodigy's fast, stable connection for all the things you need to do out there on the big, wide world web. Like watching the Knights here on hometown TV. Lawn Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health Network, and the healthcare heroes here in Kingwood, so you don't have to leave the mountaintop to get the health care you and your family need. And our friends at Shop and Save. 3 stores, one on the mountain in Terre Haute, one down in Valley District in the Reedsville Plaza, and of course, one in the plaza in Kingwood, the newest of the 3, with those wide, luxurious aisles, great deals, unique items, smiling faces. They'll make you happy when you get there. They'll make you happy to go home with all the things your family needs to get through this Preston County winter. Back to play, and the Colts working for a perimeter shot here as they've struggled a little bit inside. Now a miss, and Preston goes to work with 7:46 on the clock. Bishop slowed the roll for a minute there, got it over midcourt to Miller. And jumping high in the air is Knotts, knocking that one down. And a whistle will stop play at the 7.5-minute mark. Miller will pick up her 3rd personal. 7.5 to go. And here comes an open look that's going to be a little bit strong for Finley Carpenter. And the Lady Knights bring it over half court. Once again, trying to go at a little better tempo for them. And a lob down inside, doesn't go, and on the putback, a foul. Saipo frustrated, couldn't get that one up off the glass and in. It'll be foul number 1 for Ainsley Bogger. Saipo rattles that one home. Knights now with 41, now 42. Saipo with her 20th point of the evening, and she's been the linchpin of the Knights' offense here, trying to bring them back. Knotts with a dribble drive there, straight to the basket. No doubt about that one. She bangs it off the glass and home. And the Colts go over 51 now, 9-point lead, 6:44 to go. Preston looking for a 3 and getting one. Nice pass to an open Matheny, who drops that one right in the bottom of the net, and an immediate timeout for Preston. So timeout once again in the action with 6:41 to go. Coach Brian Miller got to be a little bit happier with what's transpired here in the last few seconds of this contest. Lady Knights trying to work their way back from a 15-point deficit. Trail 51-45 right now, so it's a 6-point contest with 6:41 to go. Got to make up a point a minute here, guys. You can do this. Once again, we'll remind fans that basketball returns to the Castle, and so do we on Saturday when the Knights, the men's team, will host JV and varsity action against the John Marshall Monarchs from up in the Panhandle. They're going to hopefully not have any bad weather to traverse to get here. And varsity will tip off at about 4:30 or just a shade earlier. JV will be playing their hearts out at about 3 p.m. And we invite you to come out if you're local. Tune in for the varsity contest if you're not, right here on Hometown TV. Colts with Matheny chasing the ball, working diligently here, trying to find a way to enter that one down low to Knotts, and she puts up a shot there, a little bit ill-timed and partially blocked, I think. And Preston comes away with it. Miller steps back, takes a look, now looks for some help as she goes side to side. Wanted to lob that one down inside, and not to be. And we'll get a whistle on the other end, and it may be Ava Bishop, and indeed it is. She commits her fourth person. Best weapon, Izzy Knotts, sinks the first one. She's got 23, looking for her 24th point here. She and Seipel battling here tonight for scoring honors. In this one, oh, that one gets away from Bishop and out of bounds. Not sure what the mistake was there, except she was maybe looking for a little help and couldn't find it. Turn and the bank is open right there. Just a little easy shot. And Preston struggling now as the pressure is turned up here. So after the shot by Tatum Jeffries, number 34, the Knights have turned this ball over and give Phillip Barbour more opportunities to stretch that lead. It's at 56-45 now, as you see on the big board. And the Colts will have it. And they'll enter that ball out near the timeline from the side. And they'll get it in quickly. Give that ball to Wilmoth. Matheny with the block. Picks up just her first personal of the evening. Knight's fourth team foul. Little movement there. Trying to get open. Jeffries couldn't make the shot. And we get a whistle here. And I believe Kendra Nazelrod has picked up her third person. This will put the Colts in the bonus now and send Olivia Wilmoth to the line. And Wilmoth good with that one. To be honest, looking at stats, Izzy Knotts at 56% is their leading free throw shooter, but tonight the Colts are better than advertised from the line, and they're going after the ball big time here. Bishop will step across to the side to inbound this one, and again, Guarding closely. She's got to get it in. Gets it to Miller. Miller. High pass back to Bishop and Ava. Has that one get away and out of bounds along the sideline. We'll put the ball down on the line over there. Colts trying to salt the victory away here. And you got to believe they'll start to try and use the clock to their advantage once we get inside the 4-minute mark here. Could be a reach. Well, they're going to give that one to Ava Bishop, and that's going to be Ava's final foul of the evening with 5. The Knights will have to sub in now, and she will spend the last 4:42 on the sideline. Shot up off the mark for Ainsley Collier. She'll have it coming. Collier, a talented perimeter shooter, has helped the cause here for the Colts this evening. Feeney gets it to Miller. Miller takes a look, pulls it down on the dribble, crosses up and under, won't go, and a battle for the ball. And the foul's going to be called on Preston's number 33, Kendra Naselrod. That's her 4th foul, and really she got the worst end of that physically, but gave the foul. This will put Tatum Jeffries on the line. Jeffries with a miss. Holds the Colts at 58. She'll get another. Up and good. So hitting about 50% of her shots here from the line tonight, and stepping in, taking that one all the way to the glass, up and good, stepping right in front of Bella Miller. And now a takeaway by Knotts, and she'll score. And the Colts just keep on rolling. Knights approaching the midway point, the 4-minute mark of this final quarter. And this is the 3rd time in the game that the Colts have just become aggressive, opportunistic, going after the ball with, frankly, maybe a little more heart than the Knights have displayed here this evening, but just absolutely have put on a dominating defensive performance. And you can see how they're winning with all these sophomores, freshmen, and one senior. And Knotts now, for what it's worth, I think has about 27, 28 points. We'll try to get a read on that. To lead all scorers for Preston, Cameron Saipo. Also in the book with 20 plus, and these two have battled back and forth to be the offense here tonight. We'll try to get you some concrete numbers on that before this one ends. And I'm sure both of these players having great nights are going to add to their totals. Preston spreading the floor a little bit, getting that ball into the front court. Miller on the dribble. Naselrod. Got it over to Allie Sheets. So it's Knott's with 25 points on the evening thus far, aided by Carpenter with 17. Seifold with 20. And the rest of the crew approaching double digits. Kendra Naselrod gets to the line here. And Naselrod is a solid free throw shooter. Misses on the first there. Kendra good with the second as it rattles home, and she gets to double digits. And down along the baseline, a near steal for Matheny, who went after that ball with fire in her eye. I believe Tatum Jeffries has fouled out now. Colts, talented sophomore. Knott's still going to work here, turns around, short arms one up. The whistle is going to get her to the line at the 3:28 mark. Sparse crowd here tonight owing to the weather. We're glad the Colts could make it into the castle. 6 now for Knott's. And Brian Miller is going to platoon in a bunch of new players for Preston here to finish this one out. By Sheets. She's going to drive down, and the layup won't go, and it's just the kind of hard night that Preston has had here this evening. You expected that one to be an easy takeaway transition basket. It wouldn't drop. The offense here. Preston with a look, and the ball won't drop for Vera Strasser, but a nice looking shot. Strasser, the junior, coming in off the bench here late, trying to lift Preston offensively. Way down on the baseline, diving for it for the Colts is Gracie Wolf. And they'll send Poland inbound it. She gets it right under the basket. Nice, not really a no-look pass, but she looked off and then looked back, and there it went. Traffic, stop, pop that ball up, won't go. defense. She's made a good move in traffic down there, but Preston has become the hard luck home team here tonight. This third game in a row at home that they have struggled to score down the stretch. Had this one back to 6, looked like they were going to be able to get over the hump this time, and it was not to be as the Colts just continued to pour it on. Ainsley Bolyard at the line. We'll try to get some totals for you point-wise here. Strasser. The electronic scorebook now appears to be blowing up along with everything else in the castle that has nights written on it here. But a good night for Cameron Seipold, 20 plus points. A great night on the other side for Izzy Knotts. I know she's got 26 at this point, perhaps 27. Shot will rim out. Won't drop for Maya Townsend. The takeaway here and driving that ball down for a layup is Jade Parker. Parker's going to get to the line now. Third foul for Ashley Coley. Parker a little strong with the first. It'll rattle around and pop out. Jade will have one more here. Inside a minute, 57 seconds and change. Ball didn't hit the rim quite that time. Came off the board and down. So Colts will inbound it, run this one down, and no sign of stopping anytime soon. So number 12, Leanne Moss, from the baseline, good. And the Colts have rung up 71 points, and that may be a season high for the Colt varsity. Over there doing a nice job defensively, and Preston with a miss on the 3. Strasser gathers up the missed shot. Preston goes back to work here. Inside 10 seconds and the whistle blows. Maya Watering will get to the line for the first time this evening. And Watering puts one in the book. Watering gets Preston to 50 with 2 made free throws. Colts now can just dribble it out if they elect to, and they will. All right, well, we expected a closer outcome, and we hope that the Lady Knights were going to pull out a victory here in this third in a row home game. But it's been a horror show in the castle here of late for Preston. And the Lady Knights dropped their third contest in a row. 71-58 to the girls from Phillip Barbour. And the Colts will go home happy on this snowy evening in Kingwood. We're going to get out of here and we get tooled up and ready to be back in action on Saturday as the men's team will take on the John Marshall Monarchs. And looking at their roster, I don't know, they may be bringing the junior high. I counted 45 names on that roster, but we'll see how that goes. And we'll be back, weather permitting, on Saturday with another broadcast from the castle. A lot of basketball left as this season winds down. We thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate all the folks who come home via Hometown TV and all the local folks who make it out to these games. For Mountain Digital, I'm Steve Blake, our executive producer and camera operator tonight, Denise Blake, and for everyone here on the staff at Preston High and all the crew at Mountain Digital, we say thank you and good night. Now a word from these, our valued sponsors.
Service.
I think as an enterprise, we would pride ourselves on being large enough to bring scale to bear on things like innovation, product roadmap. At the same time, we're small enough and agile enough that we can make decisions quickly and respond.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
Need a lift? Get back on your feet with a lift chair from Delano's Furniture. Recline, lay flat, massage, lift. Delano's has a huge selection from top name brands and will even give it a lift home with immediate delivery. Delano's Furniture.
Don't get lost in the National Pharmacy's computer network. Your locally owned pharmacy, Baldina's Pharmacy, is there with local hometown service. At Baldina's Pharmacy, they've known you your whole life. They know not only your medical history, but your family history as well. They work with your doctors to come up with the overall treatment that's best for you. Baldina's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Masontown. Whether for prescriptions or over-the-counter medications, trust Baldina's Pharmacy in Masontown.
I like to think when customers turn on their internet or the TV, it just works. We're all of the stuff that happens behind the TV and behind the modem that make it work. Sean Brushett, Vice President of Technical Operations.
People work from home, people work all hours, and so the network must stay up. I am Chris Bubach, managing the Network Operations Center. We observe the network as a whole. A lot of people go into providing the service, and a lot of technology and concepts go into providing that service.
I think as an enterprise, we would pride ourselves on being large enough to bring scale to bear on things like innovation, product roadmap. At the same time, we're small enough and agile enough that we can make decisions quickly and respond to customers' needs, product use cases, and impacts to our network.
In order to keep things rolling, there's a lot more interconnectedness happening between networks. There used to be like little kingdoms of networks. Now it's much more of a nation of networks to operate together in order to make everything work.
Every customer situation is as unique as how they engage with our products. We're ultimately going to be the catalyst for the entire customer experience. And so it always comes back to people. All of these folks, everything they do connects to a customer experience. And so as I go from region to region, whether it's in Graysonville, Maryland, or Miramar in Florida, I see teams, they've got each other's backs in the middle of an emergency.
People who are hungry to learn and to work in an active, breathing network, building for stability, reliability, growth.
The future is powered behind the internet and the Internet of Things. For us to be on the forefront of that and to lead that change is really exciting.